Hey guys, welcome back to BachMakers, your favorite show that recaps all things Bachelor Nation. Before we continue with this episode, we're going to ask you very nicely, Michael, please deliver the news.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And share.
In that order, or reverse the order. It doesn't matter to us. Just do those things. Helps us. Enjoy this episode. We'll see you in the episode. Just keep watching. All right. Bye.
I'm up.
He's stuck.
And hello, hi, how are you? Welcome back to BachMakers. I'm Wyatt. That's Lizi in the middle. There's Michael. Another great episode, week 3 of Joey's season. Lot to talk about today. The vibes in the studio, in this chat room, in this video chat room, are high right now. The other two are not very happy with me right now, but we'll see. We'll see how this gets settled. We'll get into it. We'll start as always with our team updates, which Michael, you'll start, but I'm the one who took the most shots this week. My team is struggling a little bit, but Michael, you are in the lead. How would you like to address the Bailey's Babes this week?
We survived the whole week. I did not think that was happening. Some of the people, Allison, I think she maybe got 10 seconds of screen time. Maybe.
How did
her rose was literally like actually a half second long when she got the rose. But I think she's still around because she looks like Megan Fox, and that's a valid reason. That is such a valid reason. I don't blame them. Maria, we're on thin ice, but she's used to that because she's from Canada. Thank you. I actually just thought of that. Leia hasn't been getting much screen time, but we'll bounce back. She's still got, I feel like, some potential. Kelsey T, a smooch, boom, we'll take it. Jess, oh wait, no, yeah. No, Jess did not get smooch. Jess read a date card though. Dub. She was kind of irrelevant this episode, which I think is actually a good thing. I think it's such a good thing that she's staying out of the drama.
She needs to stay low, yeah.
Because she was kind of all in it at first, but now she's staying out of it. Caitlin really came alive this episode. She really did. Yeah. I was really impressed by that. She seems like such a sweet gal, just such a sweet, high intellect being. And I fuck with that. And she does seem really tall. Like she's like maybe taller than Joey. It's really close. I think it's really close.
I didn't notice that. Yeah. How any MVPs this week?
I'll get to that with Joey's John.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
The same thing.
All right. First and foremost, when talking about my team, the Wise Gals, I knew this week was coming. I could feel it in my bones. I didn't sleep last night. As a coach, night before a big game, you just had a bad feeling in my gut. It wasn't great. Didn't sleep well, but it is what it is. And the first thing I want to do is take a second to mourn the loss of three Wise Gals. So please respect my time and take a moment of silence for Carissa, Star, and who else got sent home? And Evelyn. Please take a moment of silence. Bow your heads.
I mean,
can you guys shut up, please? Moment of silence.
Oh, now you'll be quiet.
I'll keep doing this. I want 5 seconds of silence. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Listen, not a great week. Not a great week for the Wise Gals. There's a glaring issue on our team, a potential locker room cancer, for lack of a better word, better phrase.
On your team.
I'm very proud of Kelsey's performance this week. I'm very, very proud of Jenn's performance this week. She's going to get my MVP for the week. And I'm also very proud of Autumn clinging on for another week. I was worried. No screen time. They said 99% of the time we're going to shut Autumn out. But guess what? You can't stop it. Autumn is coming, and she gets a rose this week. That was huge. That was huge for team morale. And Lizi, I'll let you talk about your team before we get into why you guys are mad at me right now.
Well, so I did survive. All 3 of my team that I actually still have, they did great.
Yeah.
Lexi really stepped it up this episode. Really happy for her. Daisy rating the date card is obviously a win.
Mm-hmm.
Always. We love Daisy. We have a sweet spot for her. But I'm really happy we saw like a different side of Rachel tonight too. I'm feeling confident with my 3. I'm still trucking along. You guys don't have faith in me, and I know that.
I never said that.
I have more faith now than I did before. You have a solid 3. Very solid.
I mean, your solid 3 are better than Wyatt's solid 3. Yeah. 3.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I would say.
Hopefully I built up enough points in the last 2 weeks to stay ahead, but we'll see.
I don't know, but yeah, I'm feeling confident. I have no notes.
All right.
For my people.
Any MVPs?
I think I'm going to give it to Lexi this week.
Yeah.
She really stepped up her game.
I like it.
Cheating move doing the kissing at the talent show.
Yeah, well, we'll get.
We did, but I respect it.
If guys do that, okay. Roles reversed though. Roles reversed if it's a talent show for the guys, and it's like do your talent, and a guy's just like, I've heard I'm a really good kisser. That's gonna be my talent. He's done. He gets sent home He gets sent home in front of everybody. Like that doesn't fly.
Yeah, you're right. Like if that was me, and some guy came up to me and said that, I'd be like, no, like great try, maybe A for effort, but like, you gotta go, dude.
Yeah, I feel like that's a move Sean would do. I feel like Sean would definitely do that on one of these. Like, I just said I'm a really good kisser. They also say I look like Ken. So yeah. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the in-house drama here. So I'll tell my side. You guys can spill your side if you want. So what happened was, Sydney, who was on my team, it was trending towards. I knew she was gonna snitch. I knew she was going, and we get negative points for snitching. So in the heat of the moment, I said in our group chat, I'm dropping Sydney. I said I don't want her on my team, so I don't lose points. This is a rule we've never said we could do. When I sent that, I didn't think it was an actual thing I could do. And then Lizi confirmed that by saying, you can't do that. And so now you guys are going back on that and saying, hey, you don't get those points for the rose she got at the end. So I got a net positive.
What was next? What was
before? Yeah, Wyatt, so what came next?
Go in order, dude.
I'll read you. I'll put the text on the screen. The text will be on the screen.
We can reenact it. We can react it right now.
All right. I'll start with this. I'm kicking Sydney off my team. To which that message was laughed at by Lizi. Then I follow up with that. So I don't lose points getting rid of her because she snitches.
And I said, can't do that.
And then I said, there's no waivers, so you can't pick up undrafted. And then Wyatt says something that I think is incriminating. He says, deal. What does the word deal mean, Lizi? Can we get a producer fact check on the word deal?
I don't know. I feel like the word deal means like, okay, we came to an agreement.
And then Wyatt confirms by saying, Lizi says weak.
At first I said weak because it is weak. Like, why would you drop why would you drop a girl? Because she's going to lose you points.
And then I said, in-game strategy, Coach Metzger, referring to Wyatt. He's seeing the game from a new perspective. And then the only reaction on that was an emphasis from Wyatt, acknowledging his in-game coaching move that he thought was doing well for him. Negative 1 for snitching. Fuck my life. Shut the fuck up, Sydney. Pardon my language.
Yeah.
Didn't you drop her? Wyatt, at least you're not losing. That is a fact. He is not losing. Oh, are we allowing that? And then you said, yeah, fuck. Yeah, totally dropped her. And then I said, then the KFC ad.
Okay. Follow-up question. Rebuttal. For both of you. For both you guys, answer this question. Whose show is this?
Joey's.
Whose show is this?
Good Times.
All of ours.
It's both of yours.
No, this is all.
I'm
No,
producing.
this is all. I am not Lizi. I will not let Michael silence your voice. You said I
All right,
can't
then
do
let's
that,
vote
and I
on it.
obeyed.
Then let's vote on it.
You can't vote on it now after the fact. That's crazy. That's crazy town.
I think we can.
We can't vote
I
on
think
it
we
after.
can. Anything
because
else?
it's
why aren't you
because it
listening to
hurts
Lizi's
me.
voice? Didn't you say why aren't you listening to Lizi's voice right now? Did you say
This is insane.
why aren't
This
you
is
listening to Lizi's
insane.
voice?
Just because I won, I didn't think I would win and get points here. You guys are now
Yeah.
trying to silence me.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
doubted your own team.
no, listen.
You're gonna,
okay.
you're gonna be like, coach this, coach that.
Here's
and
what
you
I'm saying.
fucking
It has
doubted
to
your own
be.
fucking
It
team.
has to be unanimous.
So
It has to be
fucking
Okay.
unanimous. So we can vote, but it has to be unanimous.
No.
Okay, also, can I
'Cause
have
you're
a word?
obviously gonna-
Yeah. Wait. Hey, Michael. Let Lizi talk, dude.
Can I have a word?
Same shit.
Of course.
So, I just want to say that you saying that you wanted to drop her, then saying, no, maybe I don't want to drop her. Ah, yikes. And then us saying, dude, you literally said you dropped her the first time, going back and forth wishy-washy, like this is not good.
I didn't know I had.
It's not
I
good.
didn't know
You
I had the power
can't
to
do
drop
this.
someone mid-episode. That'd be crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to this.
How is that crazy?
Whose
That's
show is
stupid.
this?
All of ours. This is all three of our shows. Equal
Whose idea
voices.
for the draft initially?
I don't know. It could have been Michael's.
I would argue.
I think Michael might have came up with it.
100%.
All I'm
So
saying,
I feel like it all
it'd
goes
be,
back to Michael.
this is a slippery slope. If we go down the slope where I can drop a player mid-round,
That's what else? Like, but why would you do that? But like, the
exactly.
thing is, you're so stupid. That's why I was just like, oh, you go for it, dude. Like, that's the stupidest thing ever. Like, you
I
only
was
do
just
that.
I was just saying that I was angry with how she was performing, and so I said I'm dropping her. Like it's like a coach, like a halftime, be like, I'll trade you if you don't pick it up. That's exactly what I did. It was tough love, and it worked. She got the rose. She came through. So shout out Sydney.
You didn't say that to her. You didn't say that to her. You said it
I
to
can't
us.
talk to her because this was filmed 6 months ago. It's a reality television show.
We'll give you 0.75 points on the episode.
What is this? It's 2 against. It has to be unanimous. I get the points. I got -1 for snitching. I get 2 points for a rose. Net positive 1 point.
We'll give you net positive 0.75 points. That's
No.
most where I'm going.
I feel like that evens out.
That's
actually better than evening out. That's more favored to him. That's more than his expected points per episode for what would have happened on either ones.
How about this? How
What
about
if
this?
it
How
just
about this? How
canceled
about
each other out? What if he just gets 1 point in general?
follow-up proposal? That's what I'm saying. I get 1 point. I'd take 1 point.
No, 0.75. You should
How about
get the
this?
full.
Rebuttal. I'll take 0.75, but
No,
I
no, you can't drop her now.
listen.
You
No,
can't.
No,
Mike,
I'm
Mike,
not
we
dropping.
gotta
I'm
hear
not
him out.
dropping
We
it.
have-
Like you have to let me listen.
We have to hear him out.
I'm getting 0.75, but I cannot be penalized for any future snitching by her. If she snitches next episode, because then I'll just drop her because apparently I can do that. Could I have dropped her after the snitching happened and been like, you know what? I dropped her, not on my team, doesn't count. Episode's not over.
I mean, you
Slippery
could
slope.
Like you technically
You
did.
could have, but that would have also been even more stupid. But you dropped her.
But then
before the
I wouldn't
snitching
have.
happened.
I wouldn't have. So if I would have dropped her after the snitching happened, you guys would argue that I would still lose a point.
Yes, if you dropped her after.
No, that's
but
crazy.
Then why would you
This is-
do that?
We're
That's
setting a bad precedent. This is a bad precedent. You can't make in-game moves. You can't make in-game moves.
Okay, fine. Let's set it in stone then.
I'll set it in stone
Can't
right
make
now.
in-game moves.
I get my one.
Take
I
your
get
one
my
point.
one.
Take your fucking pity point.
Thank
dude.
you.
Take it.
Thank
Take
you.
it. Oh my
Thank
god.
you.
Take it.
Thank you. That's all I wanted. I want 1 point.
But I want. There's gonna be an asterisk on that final point total. If I lose by 1 point or Lizi lose by 1 point.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
If 1 point decides this, we can bring this
then
back up and argue. But
Screenshots are saved.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Fine by me.
And let the vote stand at 2-1 on this final vote of what should happen. Let it stand.
Not unanimous.
And it's also now written in stone that we cannot have in-game.
No in-game moves.
I mean, nobody's
None.
stupid enough to do that, except for Wyatt.
Exactly. I didn't think we could do it. No one's stupid enough to allow that to happen. But anyways, I digress. I'll take the point.
I was the
And-
one that wanted to do waivers last year.
We're early. We're early in the show. We're debating this for too long, anyways. But we'll take the point and
Shouldn't even
let's
debate it.
just we'll get into the episode now. Oh wait, we got to do Joey's Jawns. So Michael, I'll go ahead and let you go because you gave me the point. Thank you, Lizi.
I didn't give you the point. You we're moving past it, but you
All right.
take the point in the asterisk. Yeah, my Joey's John of the week is Caitlin for sure. She opened up, showed this side of her that we didn't see before, and she got the smooch too.
So, Caitlin, would you accept this rose?
I would love to. Thank you so much. I didn't expect that at all.
But yeah, I definitely know. I don't know if she's like a real contender. Like I don't know if she's tier 1 right now in terms of like could win it. Like I don't see it. I don't think like they have chemistry, but they don't have radio chemistry.
Nice. Radio chemist.
Yeah, but no, she had a good week. I do think she just peaked though. She just peaked. I think she just peaked.
Yeah.
That was Caitlin's peak. I don't think
Okay.
for screen time / unless I mean honestly, I could see her getting a 1-on-1. Actually, I could see her.
I'll take a girl I think also might have had her best episode. Definitely her best episode yet. I gave my MVP to Jenn. Obviously, great performance. I think she bumped herself up into that tier 1 category. I'm gonna take Kelsey A. Great performance on my team. Got the group date rose from the pageant.
So, Kelsey, would you accept this rose?
Of course.
At the like after part. Joey seems to really like her, which I love. For my last round pick, I appreciate that the consistency I'm getting from her. And this was her best week yet, so she's my Joey John of the week. I think great performance by both Kelseys this week. The Kelseys really showed out.
Yeah, I mean, she got the dub in the tennis thing, which is huge.
Yeah.
Which I hate how they don't reward that more, but
yeah, it is. It does feel weird. Like the musical chairs, the tennis, the pageant. Even there was no real reward there.
And going back to like the wedding date last week when Rachel won the slow dance, like that.
Yeah,
wasn't like that should be a rose. Like that, put higher stakes.
I would agree. All the group dates always have the weird activity that doesn't really mean anything because like they put a lot of pressure on it.
They never give the group date rose to that person.
Yeah,
so it's just like, what's the point?
They 100% should. All right, cringe of the week. We can just do it quickly. I think we know what it is.
Yeah, it's she who should not be named. I want to do a double one. You can go. You can do that one. You do that one.
Okay, I'm taking the cheer routine that was happening.
R-I-G-H-T, Mrs. Right, that's me. R-I-G-H-T, Mrs. Right, that's me.
That was hilarious.
I want to blame the editors. I will have my teams back. I think the editors did her very dirty. I don't think it was that bad, but the editors were out to get her. So Wise Gals versus the world. I'll still have her back while she's on my team. The editors did her dirty, but it did come across very cringy. The whole dance routine during the group date, during the pageant by Sydney was tough to watch. So I'll own that. I am self-aware enough to recognize some flaws in my team. We'll regroup and we'll be better next week. That's all I have to say about it.
My cringe of the week is also Sydney, but it's a different part. It was after she yelled at Maria, and she was like, "You know what? I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm leaving. Who wants to come with me? I'm leaving now. This is a toxic environment." And then it was just crickets.
I'm done feeling attacked tonight. I'm gonna head out if anyone wants to join me. I'm just done being in this negative environment.
Like, just nobody left. And they could have just cut it off early, which they probably did. Maybe someone might have walked out with her, but, like, nobody left with her. And she just walked out. And I was just like, that's not a good look. Like, oh, nobody likes you.
Yeah. I had in my notes, I said, I want to clip that, but just, like, that's me when I'm getting attacked in the group chat. And just, like, in quotes, I'm done being attacked tonight, so I'm going to head out. And when you leave the group chat, when your team loses, I want to clip that and just start sending that. Every time the Vikings lose, I do that.
And then the next morning, hey, can you have me back?
Hey, have me back. It's so true. But yeah, Sydney, rough week for my girl. All All right, before we get into the specific dates for the episode, I want to say one thing. I think this was Joey's best episode as the lead.
Mhm.
I think we really got to know him. I think he really started to come across as more like just entertaining, more funny as a person. You can tell he has that funny side to him. I had 3 things I wrote down. First of all, he wanted to make very clear to everyone on national television that his dick works fine.
How do you spice things up if things aren't, well, working quite the same?
Hey,
For him.
I'd hope that wouldn't be the case.
not a problem.
Yeah,
During the pageant, you know, they said, hey, like 30
Yeah.
years down the road,
And
Joey's struggling to get it up.
he
And we
doesn't.
said, hey, wait.
He doesn't know himself 30 years from now. His testosterone might be down, and he might not be able to get it up. That's just human nature. So
Yeah. Yeah,
you
we don't
don't
want to
know that, Joey. You don't know that, Joey. You might have
If
to
any-
be taking some Viagra, some Blue Chew.
Nothing wrong with that. You know, if
Yeah.
any of our BachMaker fans, listeners out there are struggling, you know, maybe we get sponsored by by Viagra. I don't know.
Honestly,
maybe.
I've kind of wanted to try Blue Chew. So if we get sponsored by Blue
Dude,
Chew, I'd be down
what?
with some. I see ads for it all the time. It's all over TikTok. I'm sorry.
You say some outlandish stuff on this show. That's wild. He had that. He did mock their at the tennis date,
Oh yeah, I wrote that
which
down.
was really funny.
Competition.
Yeah.
That was not an enthusiastic yeah. Yeah.
And then he had another horn dog moment when was talking with Daisy, and they said when she asked him if he wanted to touch it, and he said, "Whoa, like you want to touch it?" Asking that already? That was weird.
Do you want to touch it?
I do.
I feel like I'll help you be more comfortable with it, and then I don't know, it'll probably help
Not the
us.
question, do you want to touch it already?
So yeah, that was like a little 13-year-old boy moment for him, but I think overall great episode for Joey. We got to see his personality more.
I think I don't know the numbers on this, but I think he had the most kisses this episode than any other episode. Like he was smooching. He was smooching.
Yeah.
Smooching. So I don't know. This was definitely horn dog of the week goes to Joey for sure.
Yes. Ooh, should we add
But
that?
it can't really go to. I mean,
Anyone else?
Last week it would have been Maria for sure. Last week.
Yeah.
you
What if
can-
we add a horn dog category of the week and we just give it to Joey every single week? It's like,
We give
dude,
it to-
you're hanging out with a bunch of girls, like horn dog.
Just not Ferda. That's so not Ferda,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, dude, I would love to see just Joey hang out with some boys for once. Been watching The Bachelor long enough. Where are the boys at? Want to play some Madden? Maybe, I don't know.
Go hang out with Sean and freaking John B.
Yeah, John Henry. I think to him, John Henry and whatever they were hanging out recently. So who knows?
I think.
But yeah,
Sean-
great great Joey episode.
I want to give a shout out to Nancy too during the pageant. She was looking. She was slaying. She's slaying. Nancy for Golden Bachelorette. I'm in. Sorry. After Leslie, if Leslie declines, because obviously the offer is going to Leslie. But
Yeah. So we'll get into the ASKN pageant now. They bring the ASKN girls back because if you're asking, if we're asking, or if they're asking, I don't know the exact quote.
you just froze.
Oh, this is a bad time for me. I can't do a call and response when I freeze.
No, but I totally don't know the rest of their response either. So
If I'm asking,
you're telling.
they're asking, we're telling.
You're telling me. You telling.
Yeah, which
You
I
walk.
never.
I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here. Yeah, no, I've never really understood that part of the ASKN group, but you know what? They're fun.
Yeah, they are.
It does feel a little rude of ABC to keep shoving them down our throats if they're not going to give us another season of Golden Bachelorette.
Teasing. They're teasing.
I don't know if they're teasing anything though. That's the thing. Who knows? We'll see. All right. Anything from that pageant that really stuck out? Oh, one thing. You got it. Go.
Well, I personally just don't like the idea of the pageants and stuff.
And
I
talent
don't know.
shows, yeah.
I get it's easy. It's a layup group date. Layup group date. But I also don't like the idea of the whole live audience there. It's just, I don't know, makes me uncomfortable. It's just
Mhm.
they always do that. Even with the tennis date later, they just bring a live audience. They're just like, add some people. Why do you have to do that? Why does there have to be cheering there? Like, why can't it just be like a group date with Joey and the people, and then they can
Yeah.
freaking do their thing? But yeah, that's all I got for the pageant.
I had a few specific notes. First of all, there was a quick moment where I think they were just trying to pit Maria and Sydney against each other. Sydney was asked a question and she said, yeah, I've faked it once or twice.
Have you ever faked it?
I'm not sick at all.
Ooh, to be honest, I indeed have had to fake it.
I just want everyone to know Sydney admitted to faking it. So I'll just leave it at that.
And Maria acted like that was Sydney shooting someone in the face.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen, and I can't speak for all women here. Lizi, I don't know if you have anything you want to add here. Maybe you want to stay quiet, but I feel like that's not like the craziest thing to say on national. Like, I don't think she's all alone. I don't think Sydney's alone here.
Yeah,
I
guess she was just being honest.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, you know, maybe Sydney has just, not been looking people in the eyes when cheersing. So
yeah, and every single ex-boyfriend of Sydney is telling their boys right now.
Nah,
wasn't me.
That's not
wasn't me.
Nah, dude.
Must have been the other guy.
Weren't you her only boyfriend? Fuck,
Yeah.
fuck, man, fuck.
Dude.
It must have been the guy she cheated on me with. Yeah.
Dude, you dated for 12 years and she went straight on the show. It couldn't have been me. It's probably Joey. She's probably talking about Joey.
Yeah, that's tough.
I also wrote down I think we found the first time Joey has lied on this season. Edwina was doing her little singing thing.
Oh yeah.
And listen, I like Edwina. I do. She's grown on me a lot.
But she's not a singer.
Can't sing.
Yeah,
Can't sing.
Not a singer.
And Joey was like, Edwina kind of killed the singing.
It's been a long time coming.
His ability to sing a cappella and sound that amazing, it was extremely impressive.
I was like, dude, what are you watching?
To be fair, though, going up there a cappella with no music in front of a bunch of people, she did not terrible. It could have been worse. And I think they edited it to make it look worse than it was, to be honest, which is kind of fucked, too.
Yeah.
So I think it was actually not that bad. Like, she hit some notes. She missed a lot, but she hit some notes.
Yeah, she's like 50% on the notes category.
And she made up her own songs. She wrote the lyrics. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, no, the confidence, the creativity, there.
Yeah.
But you don't have to lie and say she was a good singer.
Yeah,
It wasn't, which is fine.
It's kind of a simp for all the girls, but.
No. And then Lexi ends up winning the pageant by saying her talent is I'm the best kisser in the world, which I want to defend Lexi here. She seemed almost like upset with herself that like she had to do. I think the producers told her to do that because she didn't have a talent. And I think they thought, oh, like you could go like that route. We've done this before. Cause I don't think that was Lexi's idea, to be honest. And I think Lexi was kind of upset with how it came across because I don't think she was trying to rub the girls the wrong way at all. She seems very genuine. Mm-hmm. And I like Lexi a lot after this episode. I think she was very nervous and didn't know how to go about the talent show. And then that idea was probably pitched to her and she said, I can do that maybe. I don't think it was like an arrogant, confident move for her to do it. I think it was just an idea. She went with it. And then, because she seemed almost nervous after the fact about how the girls were going to respond to it. So I like Lexi. I don't blame her for this. You seem to think otherwise?
No, I mean, that's a conspiracy, whether it was her idea or not. But
yeah,
like I said earlier, like roles reversed, that is just, it's cringe in a sense. And it's pretty privileged too. If she wasn't hot, that is just not have worked in her favor. So there's that.
Pretty privileged.
Shout out to her. The next thing I had on my notes was CarMax is having an MVP season. Period.
with the ads.
Period. Only to, I mean, consistency wise, KFC we'll maybe get to later, but oh my gosh, electric.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
genius. Like
The marketing, the ad strategies have been on point so far this season.
So CarMax, sponsor us while you're at it, or we'll go we'll go straight to Carvana and talk shit about you behind your back. So
hey, KFC, guess what? Guess what I am right now? Hungry.
yeah,
I would love a little famous bowl right now.
Sure would be a shame if we went to Popeyes instead.
Oh, would be how bad would it be if we just had multiple chicken sandwiches from Popeyes? Oof. We could do that.
Or I could have
it's
a
not
bucket.
a threat.
Or I could wear a bucket on my head next episode.
I'd wear the chef hat. I'd do the little colonel mustache, whatever you want.
Dye my beard white.
Kelsey ends up getting the rose at the cocktail party, the after show party of the group date, which shout out to the Wise Gals. And then this is where it kind of bled into the bully argument, which I think is going to go down as some of the dumbest drama to ever exist on this show. I've seen a lot of petty arguments. There's no argument here. Like there's no drama whatsoever. It makes no sense. That's why I'm like, stand down, Sydney. Like this isn't your fight to fight because there is no fight.
Yeah. Like this is week 3 going into week 4, which we know we're going to see some of it in week 4 because they're both still there. So it's inevitable, right? And week 1 is when the first, I think it was night 1 actually, right? It was night 1. I think it was literally the first night when the comment was said about like Medina was like, oh, I'm 31, so I'm kind of older. And Maria was like, oh, 31, it's not that old, whatever. And like, that's what started it all. That's wild to me. That is like, I think some other comments that have been said should have maybe been blown out of proportion more than that, to be honest. So maybe there just isn't a lot. So maybe that's a sign that there's really just no drama. And so they have to just focus on that because Jess hasn't been given them anything else since night 1. So
I really think that's it. I really think this is a very drama-free season.
And cast.
So yeah, and I don't think they dislike each other much, the cast. So I think they're just kind of searching for something.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think anyone's that upset about it. I made this comment to you guys while we were watching. Maria is definitely what it would have been like if we got a full season of Olivia on The Bachelor. If Olivia made it past night 1, Maria and Olivia have the same just no bullshit, I'll tell it straight to your face kind of mindset, which I love on this show. Which puts Maria in automatic MVP talks because Olivia is our reigning MVP from Paradise. So
yeah,
something to look for.
And all I'm saying, if Maria doesn't end up with Joey and she goes on Bachelor in Paradise, she would run the fucking beach.
Oh,
she would run that shit. She would run it.
There are some Paradise pearls on this season,
which is
I would argue Leia is up there. Leia was Paradise. I feel like
Kylie.
Jen's a good.
Leia is Kylie.
Leia is Kylie.
If you like clip how they talk so similar, and they're both like young, bad as fuck. Obviously, clearly. Right.
Leia, next episode, Leia's gonna say something like, "It's giving I'm falling in love with Joey."
She's like, "Oh my god, he liked my picture. He's in love with me. He kept liking my pictures."
And then Joey dumps her over Zoom.
Yeah, this time will be like FaceTime or something. Or
But yeah, and then I had it written down. Did Maria call Sydney Missy Troublemaker? Is that what I heard?
And Sydney, Missy Troublemaker, needs to stop. Stop. While you're in your tracks, stop.
It was like under her breath. I don't know if I'm making that up.
I didn't write that
I thought
down.
she said Missy Troublemaker. I was like, that's such a strange nickname. I kind of love it. Maybe it's just Miss. I don't know. But it was I was like under her breath. Maria said a lot of stuff under her breath at that point. But a follow-up to that moment, to that drama, we had the female dap up. We talked about it last episode. We said, what's the equivalent of if two girls are making up and they want to just like say, hey, we're good. And they did like this situation that we described happened exactly how we described it on the show. And they fist bumped.
moving forward, let's just be good. Like I said, we're all in this together.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
So
No side hug. It was a fist bump.
consider that myth busted. They fist bump. Girls officially fist bump when they are squashing beef. So
and they do not kiss.
they do not kiss on the lips. Unfortunately.
Damn it! Dream ruined.
All right, let's get into Jen's surf date. This episode of BachMakers is brought to you by Eco-Turnatives. Michael, we love on this show. That's rule number 1. But what do we hate? What do we absolutely hate on this show? We hate plastics. We hate pollution. Hate it. I despise it. Not a fan. That's why we partnered up with Eco-Turnatives. Eco-Turnatives is the world's most affordable eco store. It's basically Amazon, but it's the sustainable version of it. It's like Amazon, but sustainable. It's pretty easy. But what else do they have, Michael?
Well, they have actually low prices, really low prices, without actually having to sacrifice on the quality or the quantity of goods. And you can use Good Time 10 for 10% off your first order.
Yes, you can. That's promo code GoodTime10. The link will be in the description as well if you want to use our referral code. We appreciate it a lot. They're supporting us. They're helping us out. We want to help them out. And if you, the viewer, the BachMaker family, want to help us out, go make the world a better place for love to shine. Love can shine in an eco-friendly world. So go check that out. Promo code GoodTime10 for 10% off. And now back to the episode. Again, the one-on-ones have been 2 for 2. I think we have Daisy and Jenn, solid performances. A surfing date's pretty intense. If you're not a surfer, if you're not like comfortable near the water, I feel like that's hard. And Jenn seemed to kind of take it in stride.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she definitely didn't look like she knew how to surf, but she knew at least some. She's like, it definitely wasn't her first time ever touching a surfboard, but like she's definitely not a pro or, I don't know. She was at least a fan of it because I hate salt water. If I was out there, I'd been like, like none of it. I wouldn't open my eyes the whole time. Like I wouldn't be able to open my eyes the whole time. And so like it was a pretty fun date. I think I feel like I haven't seen a surfing date in a while. Like I don't know, kind of hard to film and stuff, but when in doubt, just have a make out on the sunset. When in doubt, sunset in the background, wetsuits on.
I would say best smooch sesh of the season so far. I think it's up there.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
sexiest smooth sesh. Say that 5 times fast. Sexiest smooch sesh. Sexiest smooch sesh. It's hard.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it 5 times.
Yeah, proud of Jenn for her performance there. Only other thing I had from their date, the weird light show for the accepting of the rose. Again, another thing that looked CGI'd. I don't think it looked that clean in person. There's no way. Are we living in the future? That was a weird, I don't think we have that technology.
I mean, we definitely do. Like it was like a drone performance thing, and they definitely have those kind
those
of
were
things.
drones?
I'm assuming. I'm assuming.
Oh, I thought it was like weird fireworks. That makes way more sense.
Yeah, I'm assuming they were drones, but it was just one of those things where it was kind of awkward because Joey was like, "Come on," like he's kind of like, "I have a surprise," like kind of like a thing like that, and then they were just like looking up, and then she made like a joke like, "Oh, you asked me to marry?" Like, "Oh, you asked me to marry you?" And, like then he
little
like,
soon,
and he like didn't really respond. He was kind of just like looking up still, like, and they were like looking at the drone. I feel like the drone show went like it took a long time to do each one of those, but they edited it just like will you accept this rose? But it was actually like they were looking up there like, oh my god, Will, a minute later, you, and all the drones, and I'm just like, I feel like that was painfully awkward when filming. That's just my thought.
It's like an hour-long light show for 4 words or because 5 words. Will you accept this rose?
They always have like fireworks go off. That's such a layup. So they're trying something else, which I like, but I don't know. Just do fireworks, or just don't do fireworks. Like just do.
Yeah, it just
nothing.
It looked a little weird.
You don't need to do that.
Looked a little weird. But yeah, good for Jenn. She seems to be in that top tier group, pushing for the hometowns group. Lizi said what?
Bring her in.
Oh, Lizzie got Lizzie bomb. Breaking news.
Woj bomb.
Woj bomb. Lizzie bomb.
No, I just wanted to give my 2 cents on the whole firework display.
Okay.
What?
I personally thought it was very cringy.
Yeah.
Ooh, we have a cringe of the week from Lizzie. Wait, cringy on whose part? Like the show?
ABC?
Yeah. I think it was on the show.
Yeah.
Like ABC is my cringe of the week.
Yeah,
for
put
that.
ABC on blast. I love it.
Cause like I don't know, if I were in Jenn's shoes and I walked out and saw a whole little display of fireworks that were like, Jenn, will you accept this rose? I would have been like, no. Why are you doing this? Like this should just be between me and Joey.
So you would have said no.
You don't need to make it this big display.
You would have said no, though.
You would have said no to the rose.
You're saying right now, Lizzie, you would say no to that rose.
I don't know, actually. I feel like
I'm calling bullshit. There's
Yeah,
no
you
way
would've-
you
you
say
would've
no.
definitely
There's
said
no
no.
way.
I wouldn't. You're right. I wouldn't say no to the rose, but like
text
afterwards, I would have been like, "Yo, guys, like, what was that?"
you text about Joey a little bit too much about he's so perfect for
Yeah.
you to be saying
He
no.
is. He
to the
is,
rose.
but he's not the one that said, "Yeah, I'm gonna do the little firework display." That was ABC.
What if he was the one controlling it?
Also, what if they
Okay,
like
okay, so if he was the one that was controlling it, then that would be an ick. Immediate. Like I'd be like, okay,
he
no.
pulls out like a
he-
giant remote control and like he's doing all the drones by himself. He goes, "Hold on, 1 sec." That would be so impressive. If
Yeah,
he
that'd be
just
impressive. That'd be like,
controlled
wow.
all the drones. I'd be like,
You're-
holy shit.
Be like, you're a genius. I'll marry you right now. Like what?
I don't know. All I know is that was my cringe of the week.
No, that's
Okay.
I'm glad you had a cringe of the week. Also, it's so fair to point out that Lizzie has to put up with, because it's the Bachelorette, in our group chat every time Michael and I have a thought, we're like, "Oh, Jenn looks really good tonight. Oh, Autumn looking great," and then she just has Joey. She's like, "Yep, Joey looks good again." So, props to
Yeah.
Lizzie for dealing with us in the group chat.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, anytime.
Oh, all right.
That's what I'm here for.
Amazing. All right, yeah. So that was basically Jenn's date. What?
The spine tat. Oh my god.
Who
So-
has the spine tat?
Rachel. Oh my god. That was later. That was at the cocktail party.
Yeah. It's another barking moment from
Actually,
Michael.
no, that was after the second. Oh wait, yeah. Right now we got the second group date,
Yeah.
which
The,
was
the tennis date, which I have a
Cool.
lot of thoughts on.
First question for you. Did you know the people that were like the famous people
Yeah.
commentating?
Yeah, Pam Shriver, James Blake. Yeah, very big tennis people. You didn't know them?
Never.
Really?
I mean,
James Blake's a good American tennis player. He's awesome. Pam Shriver,
I
legend.
mean, how he looks pretty old, like before my time.
He was like mid 2000. He's like Roddick's era, Andy Roddick. You don't know who Andy Roddick is?
Andy Murray.
You don't know who Andy Roddick is?
Like no,
This
like
is
literally
absurd.
no idea. Literally,
That's actually crazy to me.
who's that one old guy that's like really famous for being an old, like mean, like
John McEnroe?
John McEnroe. Yeah, know that
That's-
guy. I
it's-
know
it's-
that name.
Andy
I don't know
Roddick.
Andy Roddick.
Pete Sampras?
Like
Okay, whatever. We don't have to do that.
But I might-
Anyways,
I might need to, ask you for some of those names for like trivia in the future. So
yeah,
I'll
of
come
course. I want to address my call out for Joey. Challenge is still on. If he wants to play me in tennis, which I know he doesn't because he knows he'll lose. I backed myself up by playing tennis this weekend on Saturday, 2 matches. My body hurts a lot still.
Did you win?
3 days later, I did win.
Both?
I won a singles match, lost in doubles. But
Okay.
winning singles is arguably more impressive
Then
in my condition.
obviously.
Yeah.
'Cause
So I was
doubles. You have a partner.
yeah. So I'm just saying I was huffing and puffing, but I still got it done. So match is still on whenever Joey would like to accept it. I do want to call him out. I saw him warming up a little bit in the episode. Not a backhand in sight. Not a single backhand was hit. He said, "Let me rip forehands," which tennis people who are listening right now totally get it. If you're gonna put me on camera, just let me rip forehands over and over again. But just saying, until I see that backhand, I don't have that much faith in his game or his ability to beat me. This tennis group date, while great for bringing attention to the sport, also some of the worst. Like, what were the rules? There were no rules. Jesse would just say ace when the serve was 50 feet out. Like, what are we doing?
Here we go. Match point. An ace by Rachel. Wow.
And his puns were on point, though. I'll give it to him. His little puns, like that was really a stinger. And it was like the team with the bees, and like, oh, she had too much mustard. I'm like, oh, that's so good.
Damn it, Jesse, you did it again, you son of a bitch.
Dad joke, because he's a dad now, so he's he's got to get ready for the dad jokes. So I appreciated that. I did like the costumes though. I think the costumes added a good twist to like the regular, like, I don't know, just a tennis tournament, because that's what it was. It was just a tennis tournament.
Yeah.
So adding costumes made it a little bit more fun, because then they had little personalities with it, like Autumn and Daisy. By the way, holy shit, if I'm playing tennis and I see Autumn and Daisy on the other side and they're like
in baby costumes,
I'm just like, mommy. I was like, I wouldn't be able to.
They got robbed. Dude, they got robbed. The serve was 50 feet out, and Jesse just go, ace? What the hell? That was ridiculous. And they played the team that won it, I think, the closest. I think they had the closest match with them.
The team that won the championship was, like, I think it was 7-0 in the championship. I was like, man.
Yeah, they killed them. So that was ridiculous. The rules made no sense. I was a little mad about that. Other than that, nothing really crazy happened. I did like the tennis puns, all that stuff. Caitlin ends up getting the rose at the end, our radio chemist. I continue to count out, but she keeps proving me wrong. She keeps doing her thing.
She's given me John B vibes from The Bachelor.
Okay.
Like friends with Sean and like older. He was on Paradise. He came super late in Paradise.
Yeah, he was there for like 10 seconds.
Yeah. He's given, I don't know, kind of quieter. Seems like he's a data scientist, or like, kind of the same kind of thing. Science, different kind of science, but
maybe they'll be on Paradise together.
Hey, if that happens, clip it. I called it. I called it first. I called it.
And then we move on to the KFC ad, also known as the pool party, which was a wild marketing scheme to get KFC involved and just have them plan this whole pool party, which I didn't hate. It was almost funny.
It was so
the way
funny.
They did it. It was like so on the nose that this was an ad that it was entertaining.
But the thing is, I gotta imagine that a lot of fans are just honestly pissed at, because nobody likes getting advertised to. Like nobody likes getting, you should need to buy, or you should buy this. Nobody likes that. But I'm not gonna lie, a bunch of hot chicks eating KFC and like saying some bad puns about it, I'm in.
Kind of worked.
I kind of was craving it, and then the commercial break right after KFC commercial, I was like, might have to rip it soon. So got me.
The Colonel always wins. I do want to say I was always on your side with advertising, just like doesn't work. No one wants to be advertised to. I've been proven wrong this past week because of all the love BachMakers has been getting. I've had multiple people come up to me. I think 4 or 5 people say, hey, I think I'm gonna watch The Bachelor this week. I'm watching because of the show. So we're basically advertising for the show. So, and then we look at ABC not helping us out, not throwing us a bone, whatever, but we're helping your show because we're selfless people and we love love.
Yeah,
just saying.
ABC, how are you going to sponsor like, the people that were on The Bachelor and not 2 random dudes from Indiana? Like, come on, like, you got to be fair. We have another Lizi bomb. So
Lizi bomb.
Go on your phone. No, don't bring her in. Go on your phone.
Okay.
Oh, she wants us to react to something live. Ready?
Okay, she said react live.
I'm opening it right now. POV, Joey asks you if you have any special talents.
It's Clayton doing his little dance.
Clayton's dancing. Oh yeah,
the Yosef meme. Shout out Yosef for coming on the People Person podcast a while ago, where he's like, "How dare you do this when I have kids at home? How dare Lexi make out with Joey in the talent show and Yosef's daughter is watching at home?" Oh no, another bomb. Wyatt bomb. Jenn just hit me with the heart hands DM on Instagram. I'm so in. We're so back. The Wise Gals are so back. We might have a new captain, by the way. I'm debating captainship.
Whoa. You're wearing her shirt right now. You can't.
Yeah, no. First of all, this isn't a shot at Autumn at all. But sometimes when you ride the hot hand, you have to ride the hot hand. So Jenn is potential captain, not announced yet, to be announced at a later date. I need to consult with Autumn. Sometimes the veteran is willing to step and take a minute's reduction in order for the young star to shine. She might be willing to do that. So I'll talk with our team. We'll be back next week. But shout out to Jenn. Love that. Love to see the support. Friend of the program, which I can mark her. That means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of the remaining, I think, 15 girl. No.
There's 15 left.
There's 15 left. 3, 6, 9, 12. Why do I have 13?
2 undrafted, right?
Oh, 2 undrafted. 15, yeah. Out of the 15 girls left, 8 of them are friends of the program now, officially, or above 50%.
Well,
let's ride.
Medina is. Did you count her? She's undrafted.
Oh, count Medina.
Yeah.
So 9 out of the 15.
Yeah.
That's crazy. No, let's do the math. How do I reduce that as a fraction? Divide by 3, 3/5, 60%. That's shout out to the BachMakers.
That's huge. And
also,
I want to bring back your New Year's resolution when you were like, I think you said 5K by the end of.
Oh, we're gonna hit that? We're almost there.
I mean, if I looked at the analytics, and I believe we've gotten 1,500 in the past 10 days.
Can we clap it up for the BachMakers?
Or the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks is about 1,500, and so probably on pace for 10K before the end of Joey's season. But
let's keep it rolling. Hey, what's there to be happy about?
Job's not finished.
Job's not finished.
Job finished? I don't think so.
Job's not finished. No.
Shout out Coach. Sports reference. Drink.
Shout out to the one person in our comments in our YouTube comments last week who was like, Bachelor and sports references? This is awesome. I was like, that's our guy or girl. I don't even know. Someone commented that and say, I love the sports references.
Huge. That's huge. That's great.
Which I also made player comps for every remaining girl. If you want to check out our TikTok. So go check that out.
Yeah, that was fire. That was a fire.
Thank you.
The Lonzo Ball.
I spent all day working on that one.
The LaMelo Ball one.
Yeah.
All of them were facts too. Some of them were very Wise Gals biased, but
I was 100% biased. Yes, you're right. But yeah. Anyways, where were we with the show? The pool date KFC ad. One thing I want to note from this, and I love Joey. I've been pro Joey. I'm on Lizi's side. Very attractive dude. Very tennis coaches, always hot. No one has looked less cool on a motorcycle than Joey did coming into this pool date.
Honestly, this day can't get any better. Joey's coming. We're all going to be in our bikinis. I have my favorite food today.
I don't know what it was, but he had the big ol' helmet on, and he was
scared. That's not his element. It's
not him.
He's not the get off the motorcycle and whip his hair in the wind kind of hot. He's not.
Yeah.
You're
not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
You're that guy, but you're not that guy. All right. So, no, but yeah, the pool date was, well, I mean, not really a pool date. No, I don't think anybody was in the pool the whole time, right? Was there?
Yeah, no one got in the pool.
It was just, I don't know. That was kind of a depressing pool day. It was just drama. I think only 2 people talked to him.
He's talked to a few, but I do want to bring up, how do we feel about Maria's just ultimatum, which I kind of loved. So while Joey's trying to figure it out, Maria basically said, if you like Sydney, you can't like me. If you like me, you can't like Sydney. Which
Maria
bars
speaks her mind, and I love
that.
And okay, I'm calling it right now. I would love to see a Maria Bachelorette season.
Whoa!
I mean, America seems to love her. America's definitely on her side. I know there are probably some people that don't like her, but she is so fun. She is so fun.
She is.
And she speaks her mind. I can listen to it all episode. I could. But I guess some people wouldn't be able to. So.
Where does she rank on our dream guest ranking for this show?
For this season? For this
No,
season
for
cast?
everyone, anyone.
Anyone ever? I mean,
Or like, let's say the past since we
My-
started the show, Last Paradise and Golden Bachelorette and this season.
all the Golden Bachelorettes.
All
Oh,
the Golden Bachelorettes. I think Maria's in the top 5. I think Olivia's our number 1, my number 1 at least.
Leslie.
Oh, you're right.
I think
feel like-
Leslie, Susan, Olivia, Maria, and Greer probably are the top 5.
Oh, Greer. Greer is just like show lore. It's so deep in our show's history now. We need to get Greer on, which I don't think will ever happen at this point.
Just got a boyfriend.
What's-
I'm out.
You're out. Good for you.
And
Good for you.
For that reason, I'm out.
But yeah, Maria gave him the ultimatum that as soon as she gave him the ultimatum, I knew he was going to keep both of them because he was going to say, I need more time to think about this. But props to her for saying, hey, it's me or her, which everyone knows that's the case, but it's very rarely said.
Yeah.
I want to give another shout out to one of our undrafteds, to Medina. I think this is the first time I've seen this in show history since I've been watching. She was asked by Joey to give up a name of someone who was bullying her or just to name drop someone. They always do, no matter what. And she didn't. She said, I'm not comfortable doing that, which she watches the show. She knows snitches get stitches on the show. She said, I'm out of this. I'm not even involved here, even though this drama is technically about me. It's no longer about me.
Yeah.
Which explains how flaky this drama is. But shout out to Medina for playing her cards right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally like that meme, like, no, you can't make me. And she's just like right there sitting jacked and stuff. And she's like, I won't say the name. I think I mean, I don't know. I don't think him and Medina are gonna, I don't know. Medina's not a contender.
Yeah.
Like she's not real, right? She's not
real.
She's not-
Friend of the program real,
But-
but maybe not in the race.
Also, I want to talk about how we didn't get a Bachelor Bowl. Medina was bound to be the
Yeah.
Bachelor Bowl MVP, and we didn't get a Bachelor Bowl. What is with that? You're really gonna do a freaking? Last week they did a paintball date, and then I guess tennis, Joey. But like you can do that
Yeah.
anytime. You can do that anytime.
You think the dream's dead? You don't think we ever get a Bachelor Bowl over this group?
I mean, I did stay and watch the preview at the end, which I didn't do last week. But I was like, you know what? I kind of want to see the preview to see if we get a Bachelor
I
Bowl.
didn't.
And I don't think we get a Bachelor Bowl next week, which is tough.
Yeah, the later you get in the season, the harder it is to get a Bachelor Bowl because
You
there's
need a
not
lot of-
enough girls.
Yeah, you need a lot of people.
Yeah.
So
That's tough.
should-
Medina probably missed out.
we should
Should we
Bachelor Bowl night 1 before the rose ceremony at like
Oh,
5
yeah.
a.m. 5 a.m. It's just like, all right,
Yeah.
changing your fucking shit. Like, let's go.
Let's go, ladies. Lace them up. We'll give Medina right now. We'll say, hey, if there was a Bachelor Bowl, MVP. Honorary MVP.
Yeah.
Congrats. All right. Anything else from the episode we want to get into before we do Twofers and get out of here?
No.
All right.
No. Also, Daisy did have a little subtle flex. She was talking about her cochlear implant.
Nice.
and
Yeah.
She was like, I'm doing so well with it though. And I was just like, wow, subtle flex, Daisy. Like, relax. Like, okay, cool, we get it. Like, shit. Like, so I was like, you know what? Like, that's the first time I was like, she didn't have to say that. Like, but I think it was kind of like a kidding manner. Oh,
Yeah.
also, it gets me giddy. That was said, giddy. The word giddy was said by 3 different people this episode, and I was just like, that's just random. How you don't hear that in everyday conversation, and then to hear it 3 times in one episode, wild.
It's giving giddy. Like the second someone says that, then we've gone too far.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and do our Twofers then. Oh, one thing about Daisy. I do think there's going to be a certain trend, or it's going to become cool to like not like Daisy because it's so overwhelmingly positive towards Daisy right now. I think give it a couple weeks, there's going to be a small group of the internet who try to find a way to turn against her. I don't think it's possible because I love Daisy.
Yeah,
but You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, you kind of saw that with Leslie in the Golden
Yeah.
Bachelor. Like people started to not like Leslie, even though like
Yeah.
she was a clear like favorite early on. You know,
exactly.
Now
Overexposure.
it was messed up. Yeah.
All right, Twofers. You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go. Staying. I can't even remember who I said last week. I think I said Rachel last week. I would say Rachel again, but I think I said her last week. I'll give your girl Autumn. I think she has a bounce back episode.
Yes.
I think she has a bounce back episode. So I'll give Autumn stay and go. I'll do my own. There's no way Allison can survive.
Yeah,
in that
there's
movie.
no way.
There's just no way. Like she got no screen time. Like she got.
Yeah.
I mean, she would need to really bounce back. She would need to bounce back bigger than. Actually, I don't know who needs a bigger bounce back, Autumn or Allison.
Autumn, because I don't think Allison was ever in the race. I think early on there were
She's
thoughts
so
that.
hot, though.
Okay, yeah. I don't think she was ever a front runner. I think there was an argument early on that Autumn was a front runner.
That's true.
So I think she needs to bounce back more than Allison does. Allison was going to be my go. I'm going to switch up. I'm going to say he sends Jess home. I think we get rid of Jess.
Huh.
And I think well, actually no. First of all,
she hasn't been in any drama. She hasn't been in any drama recently.
You're right. I'll bite the bullet, take the layup. Sydney's going home next week. Sydney's going home, and then I'll say Leia has a good week next week. I think she was kind of in the background this episode. I think Leia has a bounce back week, and I think she stays. So
this episode she kind of just existed.
Yeah, and I think we're headed towards a couple good episodes here. I think we're very accustomed to who these girls are now, and I think now it gets good. It's going to get harder and harder to predict who's going home. Yeah. I think we got a very good cast, very good group of girls left. So we'll see.
All the girls left are, and it seems like they are really becoming friendly with each other, which is good.
Yeah, which is going to be interesting to see what the drama is moving forward, because I think once this Sydney stuff passes, these girls kind of like each other, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So anything else to add before we get out of here?
No, I was saying Sydney gave me like Shanae vibes from what was that, Zach?
Clayton's season.
I always get Zach and Clayton's contestants mixed up. So, but yeah, she was giving me a little Shanae vibes with like some. It could be the blonde too, but not to the extent, because Shanae was top tier villain.
Yeah. Tier. Also, shout out to this is a potential shout out. Also, could be a non shout out because I don't know what it's gonna be, but apparently BachMakers is gonna be featured on the Today Show tomorrow morning. So if you're watching this on Tuesday, it's probably already aired. So check our socials to see. It could very well just be like we're in the corner of like a little montage and you can barely see us. Or it could be making fun of us. I have no idea. So, but shout out to them and shout out to everyone who follows BachMakers. We love you guys, and we're going to continue.
You should do a live reaction of the live reaction that's on the TV.
I will. I'll film it, and we'll clip it. So just make sure you're following us on socials, all that good stuff. And I think that's it for this week 3 of Joey's season. A lot of good stuff to come. Make sure you're subscribed. Thanks for supporting the podcast, the show, all that stuff. And we'll see you next week. Peace.